What up YouTube, my name is Radiant Sealer and I'd like to welcome you to the second episode of The Good, the Bad and the Forgotten for the Star Wars Destiny collectible card game. Today I'll be taking a look at a card that I think is undervalued in the current meta, which makes it one of the forgotten. So today I'll be talking about the Gaffi stick. It is a 2-cost yellow upgrade for the villains, and its sides read a 2 melee for 1 resource, a +2 melee, a 1 disrupt, 1 resource, special and a blank. It has redeploy, which makes it efficient at low cost decks, and its special reads remove 1 of your dice showing melee damage to deal 3 damage to a character. So this card is something that people have laughed at people for playing, and I don't completely understand why. This card has redeploy, which is already a criteria for some of the most viable cards in the game to include with most decks, as it allows you to make your opponent go, I don't want to kill that character, or you can just play this downright on a character about to die to get a free upgrade that moves over to a non-dying character of your own. Redeploy is such a potent skill in Star Wars Destiny, and so undervaluing this card is a great mistake on most parts. What also makes this card great is that the least amount of damage it does using its size is 2, meaning that it quickly goes in and it has a lot of aggro potential. It also has a special that's actually efficiently a +3 modifier, which I really don't understand why people undervalue. It's just the same reason as for liking Kylo Ren's lightsaber, which is right here. Let's take a look. It has 3 sides, granted, same as here. A 3 for 1, a 2, and a 3 for 1. This is like the tiny Kylo Ren's lightsaber that isn't blue character only, and that has redeploy. Wow, I know the Kylo Ren's lightsaber also has a pretty great special that allows for rerolling once it damages shields and deals 2 damage. But I really think that the Gaffi stick is completely undervalued compared with the fact how much it resembles the Kylo Ren's lightsaber. Other cards to pair this card with is of course Kylo Ren's lightsaber, because the special, if you cannot get to resolve, if you have a modified side, this has 2 modified sides. You can use the special of the Gaffi stick to still get the free damage through, even if you couldn't manage to do some rolling because your hand was discarded this turn or another equal scenario. Lightsaber has 2 damaging sides that are very high as well, and it does have a 3 for 1 and a +2 melee, meaning that these cards can directly play together by letting the modified play with the unmodified and the unmodified play with the modified. I also like to keep the melee weapons around in decks like these with specials to go for with Emperor's Throne Room, which is of course the obvious choice for any deck that runs a lot of specials. Another card to pair this card with is Disarm. Why? Because the lowest possible damage number in this is a 2, and you actually have to pay for that, and the others are modifiers. So if you have no further use for this, you don't have any dice that can match up with the modifier, you've been stripped of your resources and can't get that damage through, you can disarm. And what disarm does is that it removes that 2 damage die you had to remove an upgrade weapon or equipment that has a cost of 2 or lower. So why this is really great is because Holdout Blaster, one of the most potent and played guns in the game right now, is a 2-cost weapon. This is a direct counterplay for Holdout Blaster in combination with each other. Now the character I would most preferably see go with a Gaffi stick is General Grievous, because he does have the 3 melee damage dice. I know Grievous doesn't bring any melee weapons to the deck himself, but if you can find a good yellow pair for Grievous, he can do tons of damage with these Gaffi sticks, and also the flamethrower of course, but mostly the Gaffi stick, because essentially a Grievous Gaffi stick is a 6 damage die combo, insane amounts of burst that can easily do 8 damage during the first turn. That's the first round of course. My second favorite character for this guy is the Tusken Raider, simply because he can trigger off its non-modified and its special side before your opponent gets to mitigate it away, meaning that you could essentially deal 2 to 3 damage just by rolling out. Also, the Tusken Raider does have a 3 for 1 and a 1 melee, meaning that it coexists well with the modified melee damage. For battlefields with the Gaffi stick, I suggest the Rebel War Room for 1. This is the minor choice. It is simply because it does have that 2 for 1 and nothing else to scale well with it. So if you have resource problems in your deck, Rebel War Room coexists well with both the Tusken Raider, the Gaffi stick, and the lightsabers. Meaning that if you put it like this, it's actually a deck. You've already started building that. Grievous also has that. So Rebel War Room for 1. But the one I would most love to see is the Mos Eisley Spaceport or the Emperor's Throne Room, but I'm not going to go into that because that's an entirely different talk in how specials affect the game. So the Mos Eisley Spaceport says claim, return one of your upgrades to play in play to your hand to gain a resource. Now, why this is great with the Gaffi stick is of course to redeploy. If your opponent starts speeding, you have to play this early because it's your only upgrade in your hand. You get it down, you get some damage out, but your opponent starts to beat for the other character. You could return this to your hand with Mos Eisley Spaceport, have that +1 resource next turn, and get to play this on the damaged character. Simply to threaten your opponent into not going for their character anymore. Sometimes they will fall for that feint and they will start DPSing the other character down, meaning that you take the advantage again. My name is Radiant Sealer, that was the good, the bad, and forgotten for Star Wars Destiny, and I will see you guys next time. What up guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, remember to like, subscribe, and give any comments for further suggestions that you would like to see in my videos. If you liked what you saw here, then make sure you go to my sponsor Kelsol DK for any of your nerdy card gamey anime kind of needs. That is KELZ0R.DK. They ship internationally to every country in the world. And if you enter the coupon code RX YouTube into the commentary field with your purchase, you will get a mystery gift discount for purchasing. Again, thank you so much for watching this. Go there, get your good stuff, and I will see you all next time.